Again, if you have questions tonight, if you want to know more about how everything works here in Colombia, in our tours, in maybe one of our individual plans, Latin clubs, elite programs, VIP programs, and you can read us tonight, and we are going to answer all the questions that maybe you have. Also, tonight we have a special guest, and I'm going to introduce you with you guys. I'm very happy because you are going to be able to do a lot of questions. And one of the things that I love most about her is that she has an amazing English, and her name is Valentina, and her ID number is 216002. 216002. So I'm going to introduce you with you guys, your amazing guest for tonight.
Hello.
Hi, Juana, ¿cómo estás? How are you?
Fine. What about you?
I'm good. Juana, first of all, thank you so much for being here tonight with us. I know that maybe this is a little bit like new for you. And the idea with this interview is that the guys can know a little bit more about yourself. And you can also let us know what you are looking for in your next couple. So we are going to start with a couple of questions. Remember, guys, I'm going to start to look the chat in case that you have questions for Juana Valentina. Remember, her ID number is 216002. So when I'm going to start, I want to know a little bit more about why you are here in the agency with us, what you are looking for in your next relationship.
Okay. I feel that finding a good man these days is kind of hard. So that's why I am on the agency, and I would like to meet a masculine man that I can connect with. I think that that's very important. So I would like to have more options about that. And that's why, basically.
Okay, that is great. And I hope that you can find that kind of guy here with us. And one thing that you say, it's something about masculine, because that is something that we have. And maybe you are going to think like, oh, what she means with masculine. Masculine, I guess, for you is a guy that can take control of situations, a guy that maybe is a gentleman. What do you mean when you talk about a masculine guy?
Yeah, masculine, like provider man that can take care of family, and also protector, and of course gentleman. Yes, and it's like very hard to find that kind of man these days.
Yes.
So
and you dream with a family? You would like to have kids in the future?
Well, actually, I am not thinking about that yet.
Okay, yes, you are very young right now. But what do you think in the future, like a couple of years?
Well, actually, I would like to adopt. I would like that option. I don't know if I would like to be pregnant and all that process, but yeah, I would like to have a family. Yes, after traveling a lot and enjoying my life a lot, I would like. Yeah, why not? Yes.
Yes, I think that also one of the things that the guys have to keep in mind is like usually when you are in one stage in your life, yes, you are looking for something stable, something nice, but you want to enjoy life with that person. And sometimes for us, enjoy life can be can have a lot of meanings. And I am like you. I love to travel around the world, know a little bit like more cultures, more people, and open your mind. I think that when you start to travel, you open your mind a lot. And I think that, yes, you're super young. And I think that in the end, the idea is to be able to go around the world and be able to have a lot of amazing experience before you start a family.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to, I am not in rush, actually, but I just go with the flow about having a relationship. So I feel that I am enjoying a lot my life in this moment. By the way, I think that will be more exciting if I can enjoy with a man, like with my partner, and traveling together and having memories together and things like that. So that will be very interesting.
Oh, that is nice. And I see that you are very down to earth. I want to know, like, Juana, where you learn your English, because you had a really good English.
I learned English in, well, actually, I have always have in touch with the English since I am a kid. a child because I always like the English
Okay.
language very much. So I have always been in touch with English, like in the school and things like that. But then I wanted to improve it. So I learned in an academy that the name is Smart.
Okay, yes,
Smart
I know
Academy.
the academy. So you make very well because in the end your English is really, really good. And also, Juana, I want to know a little bit more about you. I know that the guys they can look for your profile, but how old are you? Because I know that we are talking about the age that you're in a different stage in life where you want to enjoy and have experience with your couple. So, How old are you?
I just turned 23
Okay, yes,
in January.
yes. Oh, that is great. You are a Capricorn.
Yes.
Yes, that is great. For those ones that they believe in the signs, in the signals, I think that it's nice to know also these kind of details. Juana, and tell us a little bit more about, like, for example, here in Medellin, with who you live with, how is your relationship with your family? Sometimes the guys, they like to know, for example, how close you are with your mom or if you have sisters and brothers.
Yeah, I live with my parents. I think that that's very common in Colombia.
Yes.
So, yeah, I live with my parents, both my mother and my father. I don't have siblings. I am an only child, yes. And I have a very good relationship with my mother and my father. We are very close, actually.
Okay, that is great. And I feel that that is like the typical thing here in Colombia for Colombians. Like we are very close and attached with our moms and with our family.
Yeah.
When I start to have questions from the guys, so the first one was from Scott, and he asked, how old is Juana? We already spoke about that. And what is the age range she will date?
Okay.
A very important question.
I don't know if I don't know. Like, I don't know if I have a type. I don't know if I have an age range. I don't know. I just like the people that I have been interested on before are so different. So I don't know if I have a type. Um, I just when you connect with someone, you just connect with that person, and doesn't matter anything matters basically. But I will say, by the way, I'm not close to, but I will say like as I am 23, I will say that until 35 or something like that.
Okay, I think that is a good age rate for you. And Juana, they are asking also about one moment here. Oh, they are congratulating you for the English.
Thank you.
Okay, here, Mitch. He's asking if you ever use dating apps here in Medellin. If, for example, you already have the experience with dating apps. We don't have
Yes.
to. We don't have to mention the app.
Oh,
You just used to say like if you
but I
have
can mention it.
no, the app no.
No.
But
Okay.
yes, you have.
Okay. Yes, I have used many, like not many, like two.
Okay, and you want to try here. Why? Why you was like
To have more options, like because like maybe I had met this gentleman, masculine provider man. Maybe I had met these guys, but I don't feel the connection. That's very hard for me to feel it, to have it. And it's just me. It's not the man or anything with the other person. It's just me. So I just want to have more options.
Okay, and also one thing that, for example, the guys nowadays are a little bit worried about dating apps. So because right now, I don't know if you saw the news that right now it's like a big deal for some foreigner guys that are coming to Colombia that they are having a couple of problems with dating apps. I want to know so far, Juana, for you, you feel that the agency is a place like you can trust, like a place that you can say like, okay, they arrange the dates. I feel that someone is behind of the screen. So I know that I'm not going to take any risk because also the girls, they can take risks too in the dating apps.
Yeah, I feel safe with the agency.
Okay, that is great. And also, we want to know a little bit more about what are those things that you really like you have to offer to the guys? Like, for example, when you are in a relationship, what kind of things you offer? Like, for example, you're a very romantic girl, you're a very attentive person. Like, how you are when you are in a relationship?
Well, maybe I'm not very sure about that because
Mhm.
I'm just exploring these kind of things.
Okay.
Actually, I just have had one relationship in my life.
Okay.
By the way, I feel, and that relationship lasts 3 years because I feel that I'm very stable. Like when I'm with someone, I really think that this person is going to be my husband and my forever. If I don't think that, then I am not in the relationship. So I don't know. I just feel that I just give everything of myself to the other person. I always try to make this person as the best, um, like the best,
Give this the best of yourself.
the
too.
best of himself, basically. Yeah, and also, yeah, I'm very romantic and attentive a lot, actually. So yeah, I will say that kind of things. Yes.
And when I don't want to be very intrusive in your personal life, because in the end, past is past, but I want to know if you already have the experience today with a person that is not a Colombian guy, that is a person from other country, and you have that kind of point of comparison with the guys from here from Colombia and guys from maybe other places.
Yes, I have dated a lot of foreigners actually, and I can see the difference. Actually, I stopped dating Colombians.
Okay. Sometimes happen, yes.
Yeah, the Colombia, like the foreigners are very gentlemen. It's a big difference. I can tell that is that for them is really um, a different way to treat a woman. They really know how to treat a woman. So I like the foreigners.
Okay, they are making very personal questions. If you don't feel comfortable answering some of them, it's fine. But Neil is asking, like, for example, what kind of problems you find in your past relationship that you take the decision to stop the relationship. Like you take the decision to say, like, okay, this is not for me. I'm going to move on.
Yeah. Well, you know that a man at the beginning they treat you very well in a very specific way, very gentleman, very attentive, and everything. And then after some years, they change. So I know my value, and yeah, basically I felt that in my last relationship, and then I was like, I don't deserve this. I know what I deserve. I know that I can have exactly what I want. So I'm not going to deal with this, basically.
Okay, and I understand you very well because sometimes, yes, I think that most of the time happen that the person is one when they are trying to conquer you, and they are other one they when they feel that they have you already. So
Yeah.
I feel that in the end, you have to be always trying to be romantic, be attentive, and trying to have your relationship like in the first time because that in the end was the one that was the things that make you fall in love with that person. Yes. So I have other question from Lazaro. So he's asking you, in what ways do you demonstrate loyalty and commitment to their romantic partners and close friends? Like how you demonstrate that you are loyal and you have a commitment when you are in a relationship or with your friends?
Well, I feel that that's not a big problem for me because, again, I am very stable when I am committed with something. Actually, even when I am single, I still don't like hanging around with anyone. Like, I don't relate with anyone that easy. I am not that easy, basically. And also, I don't know, like, I know that we are in a commitment when the man, like, I know that for foreigners, they don't have this custom to ask if you want to be his girlfriend.
Oh, yes, yes. That is not
But
very usual. Yes.
yeah, that's weird. So I know that I have a commitment with the person when he asks me formally if I want to be his girlfriend, and then we are in a relationship, and then it's very easy for me to like be loyal, not um, going out with other dates or whatever. Because again, if I am with a person and I accept the commitment and I accept to be in a relationship with this person, is because I think that this person is enough. I see this person as my future husband, so I'm not going to be like with anyone else.
That is great. And I love to say again that I see that you are very down to earth. And in the end, that is one of the things that most of the guys are looking for. They look for a girl that wants something stable, that wants something serious. And also, I always say to the guys, like the fact that a girl is coming to do this kind of interviews and is willing to take time of herself to came here says something about the compromise that you have to find someone in your life. So it's great that you are giving yourself the time and the energy to look for the person that you are looking for. And it's also good for everybody. I say, like for guys and girls, have high expectations about what you want in your life. And also, it's like not only high, but real expectations, of course. But it's good to know what you are looking for, because when you know what you are looking for, you are going to find it very easy.
Yeah.
That is the path.
Yes, exactly.
And also, for example, let's dream. Like if you met someone that you really, really like and everything is working very well, what is that first place that came into your mind that you would like to visit with him?
Place?
Yes, like around the world, country, a place, can be here in Colombia, around the world, where that where is going to be that place that you say, like, I would love to go with my boyfriend or my husband to this place?
I will say Greece.
Greece?
It's
Okay.
very beautiful, and I think that is also like romantic. So yeah, I think that will be Greece, Santorini.
Okay, yes, a very, very beautiful place. And Juana, also, I want to ask you, like, if you have the opportunity already to go out of the country, or and if yes, where do you went?
I went to Dominican Republic,
Okay.
Punta Cana.
Okay, so you have your passport.
Yes.
That is great.
Yes, I have my passport.
And what about your visa? You have visa?
No.
Not yet.
Unfortunately,
Not yet.
not yet, exactly. Unfortunately, no.
Okay, we are going to see if we have more questions. If not, I have more questions for you. There are a lot of guys very excited about your English. They are very impressed with your pronunciation and with your English level. Okay. Okay, Danny is saying like that you're referring in that when you say finding a good man, it's hard. You usually are referring to men in Colombia.
Yes, yes. I will be referring men in Colombia, yes. By the way, I do have met like foreigners that had this mindset,
Okay.
this feminine mindset, but I don't date them. They just talk to me and I don't date them. But yeah, like I'm talking in general, basically.
No, and we cannot
But
say
mostly in Colombia.
yes, because Colombia, I think that I always mention this, and also I don't like to be very general about this either, because in the end, every person is different. And here there are good guys too. It's not like no. But most of the Colombians, I feel that the biggest problem is like they are a little bit womanizer and they have like a lot of options. So sometimes they don't value when they are with a good girl. And also when that happens, the lies come with that kind of situation. So you start to, I don't want to say like that happened to all Colombians, but I feel that most of the times when I have the girls here that are coming to the agency, they tell me that like, no, I have a lot of bad relationships with Colombians, that they cheated on me, that they was not loyal, respectful. And that is a word that always the girls here in Colombia have in their profile, most of them, that they are looking for a respectful guy.
Well, actually, I don't think that the Colombian has a lot of options.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think that they are just trying to, I don't know, they just don't know how to treat a woman. They just not, the only thing that they know is to use.
Okay.
Like girls, they don't know how to treat a woman. Basically, that's what I think. Maybe because they, like the most of the Colombians, in my opinion, they haven't had a father.
True.
A father,
that is true. A father figure.
So basically, they don't know how to treat a woman. That's why like in my experience, I can tell. And also my friends say the same. Like when I was a girl, it was so easy to manipulate. And they literally just try to do that. But now that I'm a woman, I know my value, I know what I deserve. They just can't, basically. So that's what I think.
Okay, that is great. It's good to hear different kind of opinions, so you have a better idea of how is the situation here in Colombia. So I have another question from Lazario. How do you deal with disagreements or conflicts in your relationship without compromise your values or principles? Very difficult questions. Lazario is like trying, like thinking very well in his question. When somebody is not agree with you, how you deal with that?
I don't know. Like I can respect the different point of views. Like you don't have to be agree with me, and I'm not going to discuss about it. Like it depends. But about the discussions or things like that, I don't really like the discussions. And if I feel that my partner is very toxic, then I just break up, basically.
Yes, like it's terrible when you start to.
Yeah, because I
Have
feel
this-
that my life is very calm, and basically I'm having my best life right now. So I don't want to deal with discussions or problems. That's not what I'm looking for. So of course there's going to be kind of discussions, but like if it's all a lot or the person is very toxic or jealous or things like that, like I just will break up, basically.
Okay. Yes, I think that is the healthy thing to do, usually. And Juana, also I want to ask you because yes, you are in a international marriage agency. You already told us a little bit like you are more like trying to look more for guys that are out of Colombia. So I imagine that you are willing to relocate in other country. You don't have any problem with this.
Yeah, actually I would like to build my life in another country. I wouldn't like to like build my life maybe if I have family or whatever in Colombia. I wouldn't like that. I would like Colombia for traveling. But my life itself, I would like it outside Colombia, actually.
Okay, that is great. And for example, what says your family about that? About the fact that maybe you don't want to live anymore here? They accept that, or they tell you like, oh no, don't let us.
Well, my family think that I'm crazy because I have a definitely different mindset compared to the people from here, I guess. Because I think that the people from here are very like colonial or things like that, that they just have been always here and always stay here. And I don't like, and I don't want the same kind of life. So yeah, they think that I'm crazy, but they just accept it, basically.
Okay, that is great. But the most important, I feel that for a dad or a mom is to know that you have to be agree with the fact that your kid is being happy, and that is what matters in the end. I feel it like that. So if that is what makes you happy, if you see your life in another country and not here, they have to accept that. And of course, they can visit you. You can visit them. It's nowadays it's very easy to take our airplane and just go where they are. Let's see if there we have more questions. Okay. Eva, she's asking, are you girls only looking for long term, or are you open to short term relationship?
No, only long term. I am not going to waste my time in a short term. If I would like a short term, then I'm single. Just only long term.
Okay, that is good to know because, yes, I mean, sometimes I always put a lot of like effort in the word marriage agency. So this is not to get married right away, but usually this is the idea of a marriage agency is like long-term relationships. Someone that is looking for something serious, for something stable. So it's great that you can see like, yes, there are girls that they have a young age because you are 23, you just turned 23, and you're looking for a good couple in life, a person that wants to spend your life and the rest of your life with you. And also that you can see that here in Colombia, we still have that mindset of have a family, live the rest of your life with someone. And we dream sometimes with that. And I say sometimes because, of course, it's not the general thing again. There are girls that maybe they are more open to short-term relationship. But again, the idea of this website and the idea of this agency is people that is looking for something serious and something stable. How someone can get your heart? What are those things that make you start to feel interest for someone?
Actually, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, like I am interested on gentleman, provider man, and things like that. But I don't know, maybe a person that match my energy, that match my goals, that I don't know, maybe we are in the same page. Because in this moment of my life, I would like to travel and things like that. So that he is in the same, maybe we can get along, and that way we can connect more, I will say.
Okay, that is great. And three qualities that you say that this describe you very well. Like three qualities that you say, like, okay, I'm like this, and this. Of course, you have a lot of more to offer. It's not like no, but three qualities that really represent you.
Feminine.
Okay. Yes, I can see it. That's for sure.
I don't know, like funny.
Okay.
And or fun. And I don't know the qualities in English very much. Like dreamer.
Okay. And also that you work towards that. Like I can see that if you have something, I don't know, I perceive you like if you have something in mind, a goal in mind, you work hard for
yes,
that
exactly. Like dreamer and doing something to achieve that. Yes.
Okay, guys, we are almost in the end of this interview with Juana Valentina. And if you have more questions, please, it's the moment to do it. I see. Okay, Joshua is saying she's wife material. That is great, Joshua. And yes, she is a super wife material. Okay, let's see. Juana, and you born and raised here in Medellin, or you are from other place?
Yeah, I am born and raised in Medellin.
So you're a 100% Paisa girl. That is great because I was talking with you, it's difficult sometimes to find here. And of course, it's difficult because Colombia is a Latin country. Our native language is Spanish. So sometimes we don't pay. I think that more and more people is paying more attention to the second language. But it's difficult in certain age in life to find someone that speaks as good English as you. So it's great that you have the opportunity, guys, to see a beautiful girl, a girl that is 23 years old and that she is looking forward to have a serious relationship, that she is family oriented, and also that she has a great English. So those are amazing qualities that I love to show to you. So you can see that we have really good profiles here in the agency. And I don't know, Juana, if there are something else. Oh, okay. There are something that I want to mention because right now you are independent. You work as an independent person. Tell us a little bit about your work. Don't mention the name.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about what do you do?
Well, okay, do you want me to start like the history, how I started with that?
Yes, you can tell us a little bit so we know a little bit more about that.
Okay, so before I used to work in call centers and I didn't like that job. So I was thinking about what should I do to change that. It was very hard to find something else, but like everything naturally like fluid. How do you say it?
Like
fluid.
Yes, like fluid.
Mm-hmm. And the things natural fluid about what I'm doing right now. So I just realized that I know everything about Medellin. I know everything about the city and I speak English. It's very hard to find someone that's speaking English in Medellin. And also I see that the foreigners struggle a lot here. So I just start offering the services Yeah, that's basically what I do now. I am a tour guide in Medellin, and I really enjoy what I'm doing right now. I meet very interesting people, and as friends, no dates, because dating is like a lot of pressure on a relationship or something like that. So I meet a lot of friends because we like end up being friends. They are really res- respectful, and a good persons. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, and I really enjoy it.
No, that is great, Juana. And thank you so much also for sharing that, because that is what it shows. We have the opportunity to talk a little bit before this interview. And that is why I say that you are very goal oriented. Like you have something in mind and you like to work forwards the direction that your heart tells you. Even there are a guy that he say like the word for you is ambitions instead of dreamer, that you're an ambitious girl.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, Juana. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. And thank you so much also for your disponibility with us. And again, for those guys that are interested in your profile, they can read a letter, they can came here to Medellin and meet with you. Of course, you are going to see the profile and say if that is the person that you are looking for or no. But I hope that you have a lot of guys that are going to be interested in you after this interview.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you to you, Juana. Have a great night.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
And okay, guys, we are going to continue tonight with a beautiful interview that we have for you. And it's Ana Maria, and she's going to be your future girl. So you can watch her video and see if maybe you can, if you want to start communication with her through letters. Remember that the first letter is going to be for free. So take this opportunity and take advantage of it.
AFA interviews.
Hello, my name is Ana Maria. I'm from Medellin, Colombia. I'm 40 years old. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a fashion designer, and I am a chef.
How would you describe yourself?
Tranquila, paciente. Soy una persona servicial. Me gusta mucho compartir con las personas, conocer culturas nuevas, compartir con mis amigas. Tengo las mismas amigas desde la infancia.
What are your hobbies?
Me encanta viajar. Lo que más me gusta en la vida es el mar, la playa, y mi gran hobby es conocer lugares nuevos, comidas nuevas y experiencias nuevas.
What are you looking for in the agency?
Bueno, en la agencia inicié por recomendación de una amiga que había visto un programa en televisión y nos pareció interesante conocer personas nuevas, bien recomendadas, y conocer una cultura diferente. Estamos acostumbradas al tipo de hombre latino, entonces sería interesante conocer otro tipo de personas.
Why a foreign gentleman?
Me gustan los hombres que son caballerosos, pero a la vez muy divertidos, que les gusta viajar, que les gusta compartir, que les gusta reírse de la vida, que les gusta reírse de ellos mismos, pero bien trabajadores. Un hombre que le guste construir, que le guste amar y servir a su pareja, y sobre todo que no sea mentiroso ni infiel, que es una de las fallas más grandes que encontramos en los hombres en Latinoamérica.
What do you expect from a partner?
Bueno, yo aspiro a que la pareja que encuentre para mi vida camine a mi lado, que nos apoyemos, que tratemos de construir sueños juntos y bueno, que vivamos alegres y felices.
What do you have to offer in a relationship?
Yo tengo mucha lealtad hacia la pareja, soy una mujer amorosa, que le gusta mucho apoyar los proyectos que tiene su pareja, y creo que ese es mi punto fuerte frente a una relación de pareja.
How do you show
Bueno, yo
love?
tengo varios lenguajes del amor, uno de ellos es la cocina, pero como lo dije anteriormente, mi lenguaje del amor más grande es poderle entregar a la pareja que se sienta apoyada y que sienta esa lealtad de mi parte.
Do you like to cook? What is your favorite food?
Me encanta cocinar, soy chef, cocino todos los días de mi vida, me encanta cocinar para los demás y también hacerlo para mí misma. me va muy bien con casi todas las cosas. Los dulces, soy chocolatier, entonces hice una especialización en chocolatería, entonces bueno, ese puede ser uno de mis fuertes.
Say 3 good things and 3 bad things about you.
A veces no permito que me entreguen tanto, entonces es algo que estoy trabajando hace muchos años, el permitirme recibir. Soy una persona muy leal, soy amorosa y trato de ser divertida con quienes me rodean.
What are those non-negotiables?
Un no negociable es una persona agresiva, grosera e infiel. O sea, ese tipo de cosas llevan una bola de nieve hacia cosas más delicadas en una relación, sea laboral, amistosa o de pareja.
Are you dominant or submissive?
Mucho tiempo de mi vida tuve en ciertas relaciones las dos cosas. Llegué a un punto de equilibrio en la vida en que no debe ser así. No debe ser dominante porque no puedes tratar de abusar de la confianza y de la lealtad que te dan los demás. Y no debes ser sumisa porque pierdes tu esencia y pierdes también los objetivos en tu vida. Entonces creo que lo ideal es un equilibrio en pareja. A veces tenemos días en que queremos sentirnos amados, otros días queremos amar, entonces creo que ese equilibrio es lo que hace exitoso cualquier tipo de relación.
Would you be willing to have children?
Bueno, siempre quise tener hijos desde muy joven, muchos hijos, y siempre lo fui aplazando, y en este momento no tengo hijos. No es un plan que tenga, pero si llega una pareja que tenga como prioridad, es algo que podría negociarse perfectamente.
Would you be willing to live abroad with a gentleman?
Me gusta muchísimo viajar, me gusta muchísimo conocer lugares nuevos, entonces sí es una opción que podría tener en mi vida.
Where would you like to travel with your partner?
Tengo proyectado conocer Bali y las Maldivas, entonces si fueran pareja sería maravilloso.
What are your goals?
En el amor aspiro a tener una pareja con la que me lleve muy bien y me sienta amada y yo pueda amar y compartir muchas cosas. En lo laboral tengo muchos proyectos, quiero seguir creciendo como profe de yoga, quiero seguir creciendo en mi emprendimiento de cosmética natural cada vez más hasta llegar a un laboratorio y aspiro en ese tiempo tener un hotel en el mar. Ese es como el pensado y la proyección que tengo. Entonces, decretado al universo que todo llegará. Bueno, los espero en la ciudad de Medellín, la ciudad de la eterna primavera, lleno de un clima hermoso, mujeres maravillosas, sitios magníficos que conocer. Espero que vengan y si tenemos la oportunidad de conocernos, de disfrutar unos momentos muy agradables, están muy bienvenidos. Los espero en la ciudad de Medellín.
And I hope that you enjoyed the interview with Ana Maria as well. And remember, she's going to be our future girl for this month. And the first letter that you read to her is going to be for free. So take advantage of this opportunity to start communication with her. Also, Ana Maria is one of the girls that speak a really, really good English. And she is a very extroverted, funny girl. And I'm sure that the one that have a date with her is going to see the quality of girls that also we have here in the agency. It's not like I want to sell it like, oh, quality, no. But I feel that everybody has a lot of beautiful qualities. Here in the agency, we have girls that they are looking for something serious, for something stable, that they look forward to have a very special relationship. They are looking for a long-term relationship. And this is one of the things that I think that the guys value most about us. So I hope that you take the opportunity to read to her and start communication with her. Maybe you are going to be one of the ones that is still her heart. And remember, she's going to be there, I think that for 1 month, where you are going to be able to send the first letter for free. Again, guys, thank you so much for your participation tonight. Thank you so much for the questions that you make to Juana Valentina. I think that I'm very, very happy to be able to show these beautiful girls, not only beautiful in the outside, because yes, they are amazing in the outside, they are also beautiful in the inside. So thank you so much for being so respectful for the questions that you asked to her, because in the end, this is a space to share time with the girls. It's a space that you are going to have to know more about those profiles that we have in the agency. And again, we have topic of the night, and tonight we are going to start with the topic about dating apps versus marriage agencies like us. So remember, one thing that I want to mention to you guys is like, it's not the same. It's not going to be the same an app than a agency. Is not going to be the same, never at all. Because remember, the first thing that you have to keep in mind, it's we do an exhaustive search to see that the girl that is going to sign up with us is the girl that she said that she is. They always have to give us the ID so we can prove that this is the person. They have to provide to us specific information about the place where they live, about the email, about social media that they have. So we take the time to search for this information. Also, one thing that we do, for example, is that we have here in Colombia a website, a police website, where with the ID of the girl, we can search for her background and see if she maybe has some record. And also, of course, if we find out something in her record, of course, we don't submit her profile. So we take a lot of precautions before we submit a profile here in the marriage agency. Precautions that maybe in other dating apps they don't take, but you have to remember that behind of all of these, there are a big team that is always looking forward to make your dates come true, to arrange your dates, to sign up with the girls, to make the inscriptions, to make these videos, to do all of this that you are not seeing come true. And then it's not going to be never the same that you have a person that you can visit, a office, yes, a real office where you can visit and you can talk with someone and express to that person what you are looking for, what are your expectations about someone. So I think that kind of things are very important that you keep always in mind, that is not going to be never the same. Also, we have advanced security filters. For example, other thing that we always do, and I want to be a little bit more specific about this, is like we're trying to, and I say try because of course you have to understand that internet, it's huge. Internet is a very big place. So we do a search in internet to make sure that they are not in any porn website. And of course, again, I say this because sometimes the guys, they say like, oh, I find out this, for example, about a girl, a specific situation about the girl. And I have to remember you that internet is huge. We're trying to look as much as we can. So we don't submit the profile of a girl that maybe is in a porn website, that maybe she has OnlyFans, that maybe she works as a webcam model. And okay, we don't have anything against these girls. I feel that also they are working, and there are guys that they don't have any problem with this. But of course, with us it's different because sometimes we're trying to have the best to show to you. So most of the time, the guys are here looking for a marriage. So that is what we want to find for them. People that is in the mindset of a serious and stable relationship. Let me see. I'm going to also to see if maybe about this topic there are someone that wants to add something. Okay, Don Juan, I must have watched 100 videos on why to avoid Medellin dating, especially through apps. Men getting scoped and then jacket for everything. And if they luck, they survive. Tell their experience on. So yes, Juan, I think that this is something that is happening. We're not going to say that no, but it's not only happening here in Colombia. I think that also in United States, if you go to the wrong places, you can get stole it. Someone can steal from you, or if you go to Europe, someone can steal from you, right? Here in Colombia, you have to be very careful, more careful about these dating apps. Why? Because here in Colombia, it's a place that you don't know. It's a different culture, a different language, and you cannot take risk. Sometimes, and I don't want to take responsibilities out of anybody, but sometimes these kind of situations happen, and that is what social media sometimes they don't mention, because the guys are looking for something that is not good. They look for girls that are way young than them, girls that they don't look like good girls, and they start to get impressed by the fact that a very young girl, very beautiful, yes, but that they very sexy maybe, is paying attention to them. So they start to get very excited about this situation, and they don't think with the head, they think with other things. And there is where you have to be very careful. You have to always put the meeting point in a place that is safe for you. You cannot pretend that if you go to a barrio here in Colombia, you are not going to take any risk, and more if you don't know that place. It's like everywhere where you are going to go, even in other countries that are good places to live, that every place has like a bad place near. So you have to avoid to visit those kind of places. You have to avoid to hide prostitutes. You have to avoid to go to places where they sell drugs, because you're taking a risk, right? So sometimes these kind of things are happening because the guys think like, oh, she's a girl, what she can do to me? She can do something if you are a drug, and she can have the control of you. So that is why I always say to the guys, this is something safe, because in the end, yes, you are paying a price. I imagine that is a bigger price than dating apps, but you are paying a price for the safety. You are paying a price for be able to speak with someone that is going to be there all the time with you, making sure that everything with you is okay. So I think that sometimes the guys prefer to go for the easy than maybe, and I say like easy, and take the risk of put them lives in risk. Again, I'm not taking the responsibility about the fact that this kind of things doesn't have to happen here in Colombia, but happen, and that is why you have to be careful. That is why you have to have precautions. That is why it's better that you visit an agency, and that you go to someone that is going to help you all the time and is going to be with you. So remember, here with us, we have more complete registration program process. So because in the end, the matchmaking process is a process that starts since the girl is going to fill her inscription. This starts from the moment that the girl comes to the office and start to tell us a little bit about herself, that start to tell us a little bit about what she's looking for, and give us all the information that we need to submit her profile. Remember that we do a verification all the time, and we need to prove that the person that is doing the inscription with us is the same person that we have in the ID that she is given to us. Again, guys, focus on the serious relationships. Sometimes, again, we have a place called Lleras Park. And for those ones that they know, Lleras Park is a place that is known for have a lot of prostitution. So there are guys that get very excited about the fact to go there, because here prostitution is legal, is accepted. So than in other countries. I know that in other countries it's not like that. So they came here with the expectation of have a good time, but they don't realize that people usually have other people behind taking care about them backs. And there is where you have also to be careful, because they are never alone. A girl like that always have people that is taking care of her. And that is great, but in the end, those people usually is not the best people to be with. So you have to have those kind of things in mind. I'm going to see if I have more questions about maybe this. Okay, I'm going to start with questions too. T is asking, I do plan to travel to Colombia. I was just wondering, other than nightclubs, where are some places to get there where you can just meet nice women in normal everyday settings, playing sports, teaching, working. So I have to say to you, T, that that depends of the city, of course, but usually a shopping mall, usually a restaurant can be good places to meet people. But most of the time, it's better if someone that you know introduce you with that person, because in the end, it's like you are going to take the risk of meet random persons that you don't know nothing at all. So like we was talking a couple minutes ago, right now you have to be careful with that kind of things here in Colombia, because in the end you can take the risk that the person that you are meeting in the street is not the person that she say that she is. And remember, that happen in the every stage in life. Like for example, if we're in the street and we want to meet with someone, we can do it. Like how Colombians they met with them couples. Of course, sometimes it's because random situations happen, but it's different when you know the place, when you know around, than when you don't speak the language, than when you don't know the culture, than when you don't know anything about nothing here at all. So it's different. And remember, you have to be careful with that. Okay. Okay, then Dan, it's saying, I think I will go on the Medellin tour. I need to get away from the winter. Oh yes, Dean. I hear that right now in some countries, like for example, United States, the winter is so terrible that I saw the other day in Chicago that the weather was like minus 37. So I was like, oh my God, that is cold. So yes, here in Colombia, we have an amazing weather. It's a tropical weather, and most of the time here is very warm and very nice. Okay, Legend, I'm in Barranquilla right now, getting ready to mingle. Very hot, enjoying it so far. Landed a few hours ago. So, Legend, I hope that you had a great time. Hopefully, I'm going to see you very, very soon. Tomorrow, I will land, and I'm going to be happy to be able to participate again in this amazing tour in Barranquilla. That again is going to be your first tour for this year in Colombia. Let me see. Okay, Unix. These girls really want to move to the States, or they prefer to stay in Colombia. That's a major consideration. So remember, there are different kind of mindsets. We have girls that they don't want to move. They want to stay here in Colombia. There are other ones that they don't have any problem to live in other country. I don't know if United States. I know that a couple of girls, they dream to live, for example, in Spain, in Europe. So it's not only United States. I think that there are other countries when a lot of girls, they dream to live. But of course, there are girls that they don't think that Colombia is a place for them. Okay, Lorne is asking a good question. Like, have you seen any guys get drugged or robbed with your agency? And the answer is like, no. So far, and I hope that never that happened to me, but so far, no, that didn't happen. Again, our agency is very, very safe. It's a place where somebody's going to know with who you are. Like, again, let us know all the time, like, how is everything going, because we always are going to be asking you how is everything going during your extension here in Colombia. But so far, no, like we know who is the girl, we know how to contact the girl, we have photos of her. So I think that it's very difficult that a person take the risk to do something bad to the guys when they know that a person or a company has a lot of information of them. Okay, the girls and gangs come down from the barrio to prey on those kind of touristas. And honest, to be honest, and I think that again, I don't love to be so general about something, but most of the time, the girls and the situation that happen with tourists that are got drugged and that people is that girls steal to them, most of the times are from barrios. So you have to be careful with this. And again, if the girl lives, I don't know, or say something, Bello, and she tells you like, oh, let's meet in Bello. No, always is even better if you tell the girl, I'm going to order the Uber so you can come here and meet with me. Always meet in a place that is safe for you, a place that at least you know a little bit more. Again, always let someone know with who you are. Sometimes I have clients that they tell me like, oh, Manuela, nobody knows that I'm here. I didn't mention to my family or any friends. And even if you're coming here in a marriage agency, let your family and your close friends know about this, because cannot be like a situation like someone is stealing to you or someone trying to kill you. Can be the situation where you are sick, where you need like kind of help for something. And in the end, it's nice that you have someone that is paying attention about how it's everything going with you here in Colombia. Okay, Neil, as Manuel explains, an agency like AFA does a lot of work. It is higher cost, but it's worth it. The free apps have a lot of risk, as they say. El barato siempre sale caro. Yes, we say that. And yes, Neil, you know a lot about that, because in the end, yes, when you don't pay for something, you cannot expect too much, right? And here, like I say to all the clients, because sometimes I have clients that they tell me like, oh, this is expensive. But I say like, no, if you compare with other agencies, if you compare with the fact of how is everything, the guys that they have the opportunity to visit the office here in Colombia, they know the number of people that is working in each office and the number of people that is here trying to find someone for you. I will say, like, I would love to do this for free. Like, I would love to say, like, I don't have to pay my rent. I don't have to pay for my groceries. I don't have to pay for nothing. And just do it for free. Because in the end, we do it with our heart. But of course, we're a company and we have to have something in exchange. And for offer you a very good service, we need also to charge for that service. So again, guys, you are going to have a lot of benefits when you join an agency, where you join in a place that you can trust, not in a free app that you don't know what you can expect. Also, Colombia is not as dangerous sometimes as media trying to show it. Colombia is a very good place. It's a safe place. And I think that bad things can happen around the world. Right now, we have the situation, yes, and that we have to pay attention. And I hope that the government start to do something about this. And I think that one of the things that they start to do is doing something with the prostitution, doing something with the drugs, and with the people that is causing these problems, but also to the guys or maybe girls that are coming from other countries to have that kind of services, because in the end, this is getting like a really big problematic maybe for some people that is trying to look for something serious and for something to have to long term. So guys, I see if I have more questions. Okay, aquí I have other one. Okay, do you think women in Medellin have a bad impression of foreigners because there are so many in their city? Some do stupid things. Maybe in other cities they have a better view of foreigners. Neil, this is a very interesting question, and I cannot tell you what is the exactly answer because I don't know the point of view of the majority of the people or of the girls here in Colombia. So far, I know that a lot of girls, they think that a foreigner guy it's more responsible, more mature, that they look for something serious. But of course, it's very sad when you walk here, specific in Medellin. I'm going to talk about Medellin. Walk in Medellin because I think that in Barranquilla, I didn't saw that. In Cartagena, yes, we have the same problem too. But it's very sad because most of the time you complain about the risk that they are taking right now. But if you walk Jerez Park, you're going to be able to see that most of the people that take those kind of services are foreigners, are not even Colombians. So it's like, it's sad because you start to think like, oh my God, these people, they don't know how they are putting their life in risk. Because most of these people that are working in Jerez Park, the prostitutes and also the people that is, I think that the word is pips, the pipes, that controls the prostitutes, they are not good people. Sometimes they are not the best people. So they want to take advantage of a foreigner. Sometimes the girls, they trying to pretend that they are in love to get something in exchange. So you cannot expect that a prostitute fall in love with you right away. I mean, it's something difficult. I know the woman in the movie Pretty Woman, and I think that maybe can be the dream of a lot of guys to have a beautiful girl that maybe she has a rough past and be able to change her life. But there are lives that are a little bit difficult to change. There are mindsets that are a little bit difficult to change. So it's better if you avoid those kind of girls if you want to have a nice and not toxic relationship. So yes, I think that not only the girls, we are seeing like everybody can see that a lot of foreigners are the ones that are using those kind of services, but it's not like we think like foreigners are bad or that foreigners are here just looking for that. We think that we have the perception of the idea that if we compare Colombians with foreigners, sometimes the foreigners, they have a little bit more of values towards like have a stable and protect your relationship. So I think that is everything for tonight. I think that I already answered all those questions. And also, guys, I want to let you know that very soon we have our next tour in Medellin. And it's the time that you start to sign up here for participate in our tour in Medellin. It's going to start February 21st. And if you want to join, just do it with time in advance. Again, we have to coordinate everything. We have to arrange everything. So it's good to know who are the guys that want to join the next tour here in Medellin. And also, I'm very happy to join the first tour that we are going to have in Barranquilla. And remember, if there are guys here in Colombia and they say like, Manuel, I'm here in Colombia and I want to go to Barranquilla, remember that we still have spots available for Barranquilla in case that you want to join. And also, I see other question. Okay, how are you vetting this woman? Are there background checks? Yes, I already said that. I already mentioned that in Colombia, we have a website, the police website, where we can verify the ID number and we can see her record. So that is the way that we verify that they don't have any kind of record about like restrict your orders, or she went to prison and that kind of things. So yes, we're trying to verify. We verify all the profiles and we're trying to show you really good girls that they are here trying to look for something very nice. Oh my God, I'm sorry. So guys, we are going to show now the interview with Matthew and Joanna, and I hope that you enjoy it. And I'm going to say thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you for participate always in this webcast. I hope that you enjoyed the interview of this beautiful couple that they met in one of our tours here in Medellin.
AFA couple testimonial. Joanna and Matthew.
And in this opportunity, I'm with a beautiful couple that they met through us. And I'm with Matthew and Joanna. ¿Cómo están, chicos? How are you?
Bien, gracias.
Yes. Guys, thank you for being here. And this is a great opportunity to show you a little bit more about our AFA couples that they met through us. And Matthew, I'm going to start with you because you had the opportunity to fly to Medellin. I think that for the tour in January.
February, yeah.
Yes. And you have the opportunity to have the tour with us. And I want you to tell us a little bit about how was that experience for you and how was the process to finally meet with Joanna.
I've done these before, different trips, and because I've lived in Colombia before through work and stuff like that, it's a place I enjoy, and it's just been a long time, so I don't really have friends or whatever, and most of where I lived was in Bogota. So wanted to try Medellin. It's a great opportunity because you meet people that are here looking to do the same thing, meet someone. So it's just a really good opportunity, and got to meet Joanna. Oh yeah, it definitely helps to know some Spanish, because otherwise it's just the language barrier on top of everything else and stuff like that. Like you said, culture and whatever. It's just a lot to overcome while trying to meet and get to know somebody. If somebody's really interested in each other, they'll do whatever it takes. I mean, it's great now with technology and everything. Google Translate. I think there's DeepL for another thing for whatever. But again, like you said, with not knowing Spanish, it's not a deal breaker.
Yes.
You can work through stuff. So again, with translators, with translation programs and everything, and if there's a genuine interest, people do what they need to overcome it.
And how was that a moment where you realized, like, okay, I want to give myself the opportunity with this amazing girl and see what can happen?
Well, like you said, January, February was the tour. That's where we met. And then we've been communicating the whole time. So what is it? It's December now, almost 10 months since that time. We talk almost every day, either just small chats on WhatsApp, video, when they have the opportunity. And from that, I got to see, like you said, a lot about her family and stuff like that. She's very good with her nieces. We have good communication. You just can't chat all the time. And then the reason it's taken so long is just trying to find a good opportunity.
The perfect time for both.
Well, like she said, it's been a continuation that I didn't realize that how we communicated through chat and video and everything just roughly carried over the same way. It didn't change from communicating, long distance to being here together. And that's what with Joanna, when we first met, like I said, she wasn't even on the site. She wasn't one of the
profiles on
the profiles as a choice, and just met at the social. And I think it was just even slightly by chance that, just like, hey, what about her? Who is that? We found out, and then we talked, and then it's just been a very good connection. She's very, very affectionate, kind, good-hearted, very authentic.
Show you for what I see that she really likes you and she cares for you, right?
Yep, feel special, feel caring, very attentive. Like, I walk away from the table and then they come ask about breakfast. I know that he likes chocolate con leche, jugo naranja, or the little detail things, and that's what it's been that I've noticed and stuff. Yeah, she makes me feel good. She makes me happy. So I think that's the biggest thing.
That is great, Matthew. I'm going to continue with Joanna because we want to know a little bit more about her experience. But thank you so much for sharing this with us, because this is a way that show everybody that it's possible to find someone that sometimes take time because it's a process, and the best thing is don't rush anything.
Yes.
Just enjoy the moment, enjoy the process, and in the end you're going to be able to really have the opportunity to find that special person. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for that. Johnny, bueno, continúo contigo, por aquí vamos a rotarnos el micrófono. Y bueno, quiero comenzar por preguntarte, bueno, ¿cómo llegaste a la agencia? ¿En qué momento tomaste la decisión de decir, bueno, quiero inscribirme y darme la oportunidad de pronto de conocer a alguien de otro país?
Claro que sí, Manuela. Bueno, mira, en la agencia la conocí por medio de una amiga. En enero fue el evento de este año, acá en Medellín, y pues decidí acompañar más que todo a una amiga. Y me inscribí en la agencia.
y pues, oh sorpresa, que ese día era el día en el que iba a conocer a Mateo. Realmente desde que yo vi a Mateo en esa silla, en esa mesa, cuando se presentó, pues realmente fue como un clic con él.
Inmediato.
Realmente sí. Bueno, mire, sin menospreciar realmente nuestros hombres colombianos, o no lo voy a hacer, pero sí cabe resaltar realmente la caballerosidad que tiene en este caso Mateo. Es un hombre muy caballeroso, muy respetuoso y pues realmente es un hombre muy atento. Mateo es un hombre muy caballeroso, muy respetuoso, y en cuanto a choque cultural, pues realmente pues también tenemos herramientas para comunicarnos, porque no hablo inglés, entiendo algunas cosas, pero hemos utilizado como traductores, hacemos video todo el tiempo, las llamadas. Él habla muy bien español, lo ha facilitado bastante, y como te decía, es un 80%, es una ventaja muy grande realmente de que Mateo hable y entienda. Pues mira, realmente inscribirnos en la agencia, sí es una agencia matrimonial, es una agencia que busca conocer esa media naranja que queremos encontrar en algún momento, en algún lugar del mundo, pero mi consejo es, no porque estemos inscritos en la agencia, vamos a tener que acelerar el proceso de que ya nos tenemos que unir o que ya no. Realmente todo a su tiempo y todo va fluyendo como con esa naturalidad que deben de fluir las cosas, porque independientemente de que sea un hombre de otro país, pues realmente lo importante es que salga desde acá y que sí realmente valga la pena y, hombre, uno diga sí, esto es lo que quiero para mi vida, porque pues no estamos buscando ni una visa, no estamos buscando un negocio, pero realmente lo que estamos buscando y lo que quiere la agencia como tal es encontrar esa media naranja con esa otra persona, que es lo que realmente vale la pena.
Muchas gracias, Joanna, and thank you so much, Matthew, for this. Yo realmente espero que les vaya muy bien, que continúen las cosas súper bien, porque están en ese proceso de salir, de conocerse, de vivir muchas experiencias ya nuevas y diferentes, y eso pues me encanta, y realmente nos encanta que compartan esto con nosotros, porque pues realmente es lo que buscamos, mostrar un poquito de eso que pasa y que muchas veces las personas no tienen como la oportunidad de ver más a fondo. Y muchas.
La invitación es inscríbanse a la agencia, hagan las cosas de corazón, no se aceleren a nada, entregarle realmente todo a Dios, y pues la agencia es un apoyo bastante grande y pues ustedes son un amor, Manuela. Realmente muchísimas gracias por acogernos de la manera tan bonita como nos han acogido.
Ay, muchas gracias, Joanna, and thank you so much, Matthew, for everything.
Thank you.
Espero que les vaya súper bien y mil gracias por esta entrevista.